love and care about with COVID-19. On the July the 25th, 26th, I started getting sick. I was exposed with a coworker that I have, and I started getting really sick. Tremendous night sweats at night. Just the sheets were soaked. Just dog sick. There on the first. Let's see, it was about a week of that. On the 1st of this month, I went over to the on-call medical clinic and got my little test results back. You can see right there on the 1st that I tested positive for COVID-19. It was a bad sick. I asked the doc there at the on-call place, what could you prescribe for me? And he said, not really anything. He listened to my chest, told me I was a little squeaky, and he gave me some cough syrup. And cough syrup, mind you. And I asked him about hydroxychloroquine, and he looked at me and said, "Sir, I can't even discuss it with you." He said, "None of our facilities, it's not an approved treatment." He said, "We can't even discuss it with you." So I just thought that was a little strange, so I went ahead and left. I got on the phone and started calling doctors, and they will not prescribe it. I was told various things that we're afraid of losing our license. Even if I wrote it for you, you wouldn't be able to get it filled because, there's places that CVS won't fill it. And I could not take no or this, what they were telling me as an answer. I finally reached out to a friend of mine who said, "Gary, I got somebody over in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi that will prescribe it." So I made the doctor's appointment and I went over there. That was on about the 3rd or 4th, somewhere in there of this month. He prescribed hydroxychloroquine, erythromycin, and zinc. And I came back home, and he had a pharmacy right there near him that he was tied into, and got my medications. As you can see here, there's my little bottle of hydroxychloroquine, and here's my little bottle of there it is. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. And here's my little Z-Pack. It's called a Z-Pack, for extreme cold erythromycin. Anyway, there's only like 5 tablets in that, but they've done your job now. But anyway, I came back home after I got my prescription filled, and after the 4th dose, I was fine. I could tell my lungs were clearing back up. The fever stopped. I've been 2 days fever free now, and I want people to know about hydroxychloroquine. You do not have to be sick. I'm also a disabled vet. In that process, I called the VA. You know what they told me? They told me that, "Sir, when you get to where you can't breathe, come into the emergency room at the VA." And that they also told me hydroxychloroquine was not a government-approved treatment for COVID-19. Anyway, and I'm thinking back at all this, and I'm infuriated that this Hippocratic oaths that these doctors take to save lives, and they're scared of losing their license. They're scared of the repercussions if they prescribe it, and that's what they're supposed to do. You're going to have to go out and find you a doctor that's got balls enough to prescribe hydroxychloroquine. You don't have to be sick for 20 days. There's no reason for it. Hydroxychloroquine will take that away, and you don't have to die. There's a lot of people out here dying. I've got a brother-in-law went through the same thing. He's just a week earlier than me on everything, and it was prescribed to him, and he's doing fine now as well. But again, I don't know why the left is wanting this to be as bad as it is for our country. People do not have to die. Hydroxychloroquine works on COVID-19. I'll say it again. Hydroxychloroquine works on COVID-19. You don't have to have extreme sickness. You don't have to, die or have your loved one, your elderly people die. that's in your family. Now, you need to share this, get it out there. I'm sure I'm going to Facebook jail. I'm sure they're going to take it down. But help me get the word out to people who need this. And, I'm a living, breathing example that after the 4th dose of medications, I'm fine. Today's my first day back. I actually went to work for a little bit today, isolated myself there, but I'm still a little weak, but it's coming back. My strength, I've been eating now. And by the way, during that whole process, I bet I didn't eat 3,000 calories over a 2-week span. That's how bad this stuff is. But anyway, you can see now that I'm sitting out here enjoying my pond and, watching the turtles float around down there. My grass is a little high because I've been under the weather for 3 weeks. But anyway, hydroxychloroquine is the bomb. It's a lifesaver. I don't care what they're telling you. Share this, please.